The Honorable Kgabo are going to give you now.
No, thanks, Chair. Thank you very much. DG, or let me leave you for now. Let me appreciate and welcome the report on the oversight. But on the report, Chair, that we were sent, there were some section, or the report was not really complete. There were some sections of some TVs that were not catered or captured. And in terms of issues that were raised and the mitigating strategy that we would have developed as a department. And also there are some key issues that I believe that the report is committed, and I'll get to that one. Firstly, let me go to the issue of the Northwest. Let me start with the Northwest, Chairperson. I'm not sure who will be the deputy for now. Oh, no. Thank you very much, Honorable Maseko. The Northwest Province, your report says that in the Northwest Province, there are 3 TVET colleges in the Northwest Province. And in the Northwest Province, we've got 4 districts. This is not a new matter, Honorable DDG Zungu. It's a song that you are going to hear for the next 5 years. Dr. Russo Mompati, DG, in the Northwest Province, is the only district in the country without a TVET college. You've got Audit College in Rustenburg. You've got Taletso in Mafikeng. You've got Vuselela in Matlosana. Then you've got an extension of Vuselela in Taung. It's a satellite college. It can only accommodate 1,800 students. We're speaking of a district municipality that has 5 local municipalities. And if we were to argue the issue of access, it means that as government we are failing. Because if we were to argue the issue of access and look into the situation of Dr. Rutso Mompati, it means that we are betraying what we stand for as the country. And I would plead that we should properly capture it. I've seen the mitigating strategy would say that you look into other avenues on how do you. In fact, you are not clear as to how are you going to resolve the problem. And I would want you to make a commitment as a department. We are aware of the financial challenges that the department is confronted with, but we have seen in other areas where certain sitters were brought on board in terms of both funding and assisting with the construction. From where I'm sitting, I don't believe that we should be saying that we'll look at possibilities of us constructing a TVET college. I want us moving out of this meeting agreeing that there will be a need. In fact, we are going to construct a TVET college. As to how it's things that we'll have to looking into it. Because to me, it does not make sense, DG. Other provinces and districts, they are arguing that they must have TVET college in different municipalities. Whereas us in the Northwest Province, we are still struggling to get a TVET in a district municipality. I'm putting before you that, DG, we are doing an in-depth piece for the people of Dr. Russo Mompati, especially when the TVET college or the satellite college can only cater for 1,800. And I believe that in this medium term, we should be able to demonstrate on how we are going to resolve the issue of construction of a TVET college in Dr. Russo Mompati. And I'm happy you are smiling, DG. It means that we are aligned in terms of views. I'm happy, DG. I thought that it's an issue that, as part of the mitigation strategy, that I believe you do not capture it properly. It must be clear that based on our oversight visit in the Northwest Province, this was our observation. And in terms of our mitigating strategy, this is what we'll be doing, constructing a TVET college that is aligned, of course, to the economic development plan of Dr. Russo Mompati. As to where we're going to get money, it's obviously the responsibility of technocrats and coming up with relevant strategies. That is one part. That one is very close to my heart, Dr. Russo Mompati. Let me go to other issues, Chairperson. Chair, in the report, I believe that as a committee we must agree that there are 3 colleges that we need to take into consideration when we zoom into colleges that had made commitments and plans on how they are going to resolve that. 1, you've got Flavius Marek. 2, you've got Goldfields College. 3, you've got Audit College. in the Northwest. This other two is in the Free State. The one is in the Northwest. With Audit College, obviously issues in terms of ICT development, we are happy and we believe that other TVET college must be able to copy such curriculum in terms of responding to our ICT challenges in the country. However, the college continuously, since 2021, the college has been receiving an unqualified audit outcome. And in your report, you are not speaking about that, and you are not also responding as to how we're going to resolve this matter. We are in 2025. Since 2021, the college has been receiving an unqualified audit. And I'd like to get clarity from the regional manager as to what would be the mitigating strategy. You have said in the previous report that you will be putting systems in place. What are those systems that you are talking about? Because even today, we are still getting the very same audit outcome. Can I get clarity on that?
Thank you. Do you want it now, Chair?
Preferably.
Sorry?
Preferably now.
Okay. So, Honorable, in terms of the audit outcomes, the highest level is a clean audit outcome. And then the next one is an unqualified audit outcome. And then you get a qualified, and then you get a disclaimer. So on that scale, Audit TVET College is quite high up with an unqualified audit outcome.
I'm sorry to just interject. The members, they know about that. Maybe if you can answer the question, we'll appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So to move from an unqualified audit outcome to a clean audit outcome, there are certain things from the management letter from the AG that the college works on. There's an improvement plan, an audit improvement plan that has been developed. It's standard across the entire country. And as a region, we monitor the implementation of that audit improvement plan. So the objective will be to raise the college from an unqualified audit to a clean audit. Thank you.
Chairperson, there's no response from the question. It's simple. We have been receiving those unqualified audit, and our last interaction, I posed the very same question, and you said that there are systems in place that will then lead to that environment where we would want to change the outcome of the audit. The question is, why? Why have we been getting that outcome, in your observation as the regional manager?
Thank you, Honorable. So in the recent audit outcome, we will need to go through the management letter to identify that and work from there.
No, thanks, Chair. Chair, I think I'm not getting my response. I will request the regional manager to, I'm worried that my 8 minutes is going to get finished in no time. I'll request the written response that speaks to issues that we had identified and mitigating strategies on how to resolve, so that we are able to check as to whether you are providing the necessary support as a regional manager. Chairperson, let me leave this one off. Let me go to the department. The issue of ministerial appointees. The council chairperson of Maluti TVET College, I just forgot his name. But before his appointment as a council chair, I think he was under investigation from the University of Fort Hare. Eh? Now he was appointed by the council chair of Maluti TVET College. I would want to understand from the department, are you aware that the chair of Maluti Council, before your appointment, was under investigation from Fort Hare University?
Thanks, Honorable Kgabo. I think I'll request Mr. Msipa to respond to that.
No, thanks, Chairperson. To respond specifically to your question, at the point of appointment, we were not aware that the chairperson of the College Council of Maluti TVET College was under investigation by Fort Hare University. But what happens is that there is a vetting exercise which is conducted, which a vetting exercise looks at the validity of the qualifications, whether there are criminal cases, directorship, and so on and so on. So as a result of that, we couldn't have picked if there are allegations or an investigation. But had there been any criminal case or something like that, we would have picked it up. So in short, Chairperson, no, we are not aware.
Now that you are aware, ever since we went to Maluti, maybe let me remind you what was your response at Maluti. You said that you are aware, but you are awaiting for a legal opinion on the matter. Now, I want to understand from that time to date, what is it that you have done? And second to that, how are we addressing the issue of having a council chairperson an investigation of fraud? I'm just trying to get this investigation, even though he was trying to argue. Because once you are investigated for fraud and you are a council chair, expectation is that you are going to oversee the correct spending of the public funds. Now, how only history out into the cookie jar, DG? It means that we cannot trust you to guard that cookie jar. Because in the process, your fingerprints are all over the cookie jar, the very same one that you must guard. So my question is, I've reminded you what is it that you have responded on. Between that time and now, what is it that you have done?
Chair, that's correct. We had asked for that legal opinion, and subsequent to that, there was a request for additional information, specifically the code of conduct, because the issue here was that if we are aware of these circumstances, what recommendation would we make, particularly to the minister, since the person is appointed by the minister? So, and the legal opinion specifically was, what would be the legally justifiable basis to effect either a suspension or a step aside? So that would have required the legal team to look into the provisions of the Act to say that there is a provision for that, and on the basis of this, you can make that recommendation. So what I can report to the committee is that the Act itself, that is the CET Act, does not make provision for such instances. What I reported earlier on was that the other option could be the code of conduct, because the council is enabled to develop its own code of conduct, which regulates the conduct of members and can deal with all those matters. So that's where we're at now. When we say that in the report, we have not exhausted that matter. It's something that is still underway. We are waiting for that for that other part of the opinion so that we can finalize the matter.
No, thank you very much. That opinion, the last time when we were at the last time when we were at this TVET college, Maluti was in February, if not mistaken. I think Maluti was on February or March. Between March and June, have you not received the legal opinion on the matter?
Not as such. We've received the request for the code of conduct.
Don't do that to yourself. You said in June, you said you are awaiting, in fact, March, you said you are awaiting the legal opinion on the matter. My question is, have you received the legal opinion?
No.
Who must give you the legal opinion?
The legal services of the department.
Of the department?
Yes.
Does the department have a legal service?
Yes.
It's just like the do, but it's final. Let me know. While you are there, you're vetting the chairperson who was appointed, currently the chairperson of council, who has a dark cloud over his head. Can you please explain the vetting? Was it done by state security? Because you are saying through that vetting, you could not pick up that there was an issue hanging on and around the integrity of the council chair.
No, it was not done by the security agency. It was done by the company, which is used by the department to vet staff for appointments.
Can I plead that we get a report? Because from where I'm sitting, it does not make sense that a company that deals with vetting would be unable to pick up a simple matter, especially that involves fraud or allegations of fraud and corruption. And can we get that report probably in the next 7 days? And also speak to that, speak to the issue of the company that you have appointed. Which company is that? The one that you have appointed to look into the legal opinion. But second to that, also give us that that report. In fact, the request that you have made to the departmental legal services, requesting that information. Give us that trail to indicate that from March up until now, you have been interacting with the department legal service, and the department legal service seems not to be coming to party. We just want to put something. But in summary, Chairperson, thanks for the opportunity. Just wanted to highlight two things in closing. Two things in closing, Chairperson. There is a general crisis of learning and teaching material in most of the TVET colleges. We have picked it up, especially in your Audit, your Moteo, and Flavius. And I would like to get clarity from the two directors in terms of why are we encountering these deliveries of teaching and learning material very late? Which process are they following in terms of procuring? Do they procure as in when, or do they have a 3-year, probably a plan that is aligned to their intake in terms of students? The last part is that CET infrastructure issue of the Northwest. I think we must address that issue. It cannot be right. I've raised this issue with you formally or informally. But from where I'm sitting, I believe that if we want to make sure that the CET in the Northwest is able to do its work, let us not invest or lose a lot of money through hiring of properties when we could be constructing our own. You have made mention of the 1 billion. That's what you said last year. I'm not sure if it's still 1 billion or probably you have charged something. I remember in the last meeting you said that you had to prioritize Department of International Relations, if I remember correctly. If it's not correct, then, but I would want us to deal with the prioritizing of finalizing the issue of CET offices and facilities in the Northwest. Thank you very much, Chairperson. My apology for dragging it for too long.
No, thank you very much, regional managers. LTSM procurement plans quickly.
Thank you, Chair. I will have to check with the college, but what we did develop and needs to be strengthened, we have an annual procurement plan, which includes learning and teaching material. And in the majority of cases, I would say 95% of learning and teaching material is received on time. So we just have to work on that 5%. Thank you, Chair.
Gauteng,
Chairperson, order.
will come. Gauteng Free State. Will come.
Thanks, Chair. The challenge that I can indicate on the issues of learning and teaching material, it's when after the procurement towards the end of the year, I think for 2020, let me say for 2026, after the strategic planning session for this year, for next year, which will be done this year, then colleges start procuring. After that, you find that some students will fail and colleges has to do a top-up. Now, during the top-up processes or the preparation through the SM process, that's when you get a delay because most of the learning and teaching materials would have been received by colleges. Now, that's where the challenge comes in, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
We had ordered.
No, Chairperson, I've run out of that energy when I was calling that order. Because at that time, the regional manager was saying that it is just 95%. As a department, they will need to work on the 5% remaining. And there is enough proof here, especially from the TVET college. We were there in Vuselela. There was a complaint of teaching and learning material. We were there at Audit. Children who are dealing with the drawing and everything. Not Audit, Talezo. They were already in class, but not having the necessary material to deal with the drawing. So when you say that it's only 5%, It seems like you are saying that we are relying on sponsored views that we are not sure of. And we have interacted with these TVs, we have interacted with these students, and this is what they are saying. Unless the regional manager is saying that these people are lying, then I would gladly accept his response when he says that it's only 5% that they need to work on. Because my question was simple. How is the department handling the issue of procurement? Can they take us into consideration, into confidence in relation to the procurement plan? Because when we go to the TVET college at that time, at Vusalela, even at Dalezo, it was around February. Classes had already begun. And some teachers, some learners, students, were not having the teaching, the learning material. How are we then saying that it's only, in fact, it's only 5% that we need to work on? That is not honest. That is not the truth from what the regional manager is presented. That's why I was calling order, Chairperson. Thank you.
It's fine. DDG.
No, thanks, Honorable Chair. Yeah, I think indeed we do have the challenge in terms of the LTSM, but